We're hitting 2.4 gigahertz now. I set it at 3 gigahertz max and 1.2 gigahertz minimum. Alright, let's start processing the video. Let's see what the video does. So we're getting CPU 4, 5, 6, 7. The other ones are still stuck at 1.8. CPU 7 says 2.4. But that one is stuck as well. Looks like we're still at 1.8 actually. I don't know. Yeah, there's something wrong with this governor. Scaling governor. So it's stuck at 1.8. Now it's not in restricted. It's not in restricted performance. It's not in battery saving mode. It's not in anything. It should be 2.4 right now. It says yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. So there's something wrong here with this frequency. It's supposed to be high. Power check. Let's see if this power check does anything. I don't think it does. Well, I've got a lazy scaling going there. It's not very good. You're not saving. I mean, like I said, if it's really fast, you can process the video faster and then scale down to save more battery. If it's very slow, the process will take longer and drain more battery. But if it's very fast, you can get this video processing done faster, and that way you can save battery when it slows down. Understand? This is not good. So right now it's 691 megahertz. That's not what I said. I set it to be at 1.2 gigahertz idling, and it goes down to 691. Yeah, very messianic indeed. So you see, it's this is not, like I said, it's fake firmware. This is what it does. It's not very good. It's not very good, guys. Okay, so at like I said, that scaling governor is broken. It's not doing really shit. So charging fine. So that's what it seems like. It seems like the scaling governor is actually broken. Yeah, Windows 11, you go to back up in the store. No, what's it got to click on? Recovery? Yeah, recovery. Search for control panel, because you got to search for that. It's not important enough to be placed as an icon right in front of you, so you got to search for control panel. You go to, you click on control panel, you click on, after you find it, you click on recovery, yeah, same with control panel, configure system restore, then you go to, allow remote assistant connections to this computer. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Advanced, you go to the advanced tab, system properties. Remember, before you had my computer on your desktop, you right-clicked, went to properties, and you got this window, system properties. Then you go to performance, adjust for best performance, virtual memory in the advanced tab, and change it to fucking 0. So it says minimum allowed 60 megabytes, recommended. Can you guess the recommended amount? 1.333 megabytes. 1.3 gigabytes, 1,333 megabytes of recommended page file. Remember, they're doing the same thing on the A52, using the cache, which would be the page file on Windows, to hack the phone. That's why I got all those commands in there, looking for cache, clearing cache, minimizing the apps that run in the background to 0, setting them at 0. So you see, it says the recommended amount is 1,333 megabytes. It's more better that way. It's better if it's 1,333 megabytes. So you set that to 0. Then you have visual effects adjust for best performance, data execution, turn on for all programs and services. Turn on, DEP, turn off. Turn on, I don't know, whichever one. DEP is another stupid, useless, more backdooring shit in here. That's what it is. System protection, configure, disable system protection, 0 bytes, delete restore points, yes, of course. Remote, disable remote, and there we go. You fix all your hacking issues with the page file, quite literally. User profile performance, start up and recovery. Took a while to find this, by the way. Let's see what we got. So the page file is now 0, as it should be. There's a command line prompt, you can do it by command line. So you got another computer name or something. I'm pretty tired of this. And the scaling governor is broken. No pressure. It's charging fine. 3600 milliamps. But the scaling governor is not working anymore. I can't. Doesn't like fuzzy anything. Doesn't like fuzzy anything at all. I'll try to set it every which way. So it's definitely interesting. Yeah? I mean, it's definitely broken. Something's broken with the kernel and the scaling governor, or they changed something. I gotta look at game mode. Run the service policy for a game. What is it? The fucking game manager? I guess as a game manager, that would be an issue on this one. So there's an issue on some most Samsung phones where the fucking game manager, game GOS game optimization or something is scaling back the frequency or something. I mean, you can run the service calls and see what it does. It's ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. I'm kind of tired of it. I am. We're hitting 2.4 gigahertz now. I set it at 3 gigahertz max and 1.2 gigahertz minimum. Alright, let's start processing the video. See what the video does. So we're getting CPU 4, 5, 6, 7. The other one is still stuck at 1.8. CPU 7 says 2.4. But that one is stuck as well. Looks like we're still at 1.8 actually. I don't know. Yeah, there's something wrong with this governor. Scaling governor. So it's stuck at 1.8. Now it's not in restricted. It's not in restricted performance. It's not in battery saving mode. It's not in anything. You know, it should be 2.4 right now. It says yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. So there's something wrong with this frequency. It's supposed to be high. Power check. Let's see if this power check does anything. I don't think it does. I've got a lazy scaling going there. It's not very good. You're not saving. I mean, like I said, if it's really fast, you can process the video faster and then scale down to save more battery. If it's very slow, the process will take longer and drain more battery. But if it's very fast, you can get this video processing done faster. That way you can save battery when it slows down. Understand? This is not good. So right now it's 691 megahertz. That's not what I said. I said it to be at 1.2 gigahertz idling, and it goes down to 691. Yeah, very messianic indeed. So you see, it's this is not, like I said, it's fake firmware. This is what it does. It's not very good. It's not very good, guys. And so that, like I said, that scaling governor is broken. It's not doing really shit. So charger phone. So that's what it seems like. It seems like the scale of building is actually good. Yeah, in Windows 11, you go to back up in the split. No, is it that I clicked on? Recovery? Yeah, recovery. Search for control panel, because you got to search for that. It's not important enough to be placed as an icon right in front of you, so you got to search for control panel. You go to, you click on control panel, you click on, after you find it, you click on recovery, again, same like control panel, configure system restore. Then you go to allow remote assistant connections to this computer. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Advanced, you go to the advanced tab, system properties. Remember, before you have my computer on your desktop, you right click, went to properties, and you got this window, system properties. Then you go to performance, adjust for best performance, the virtual memory in the advanced tab, and change it to fucking 0. So it says minimum allowed 60 megabytes, recommended. Can you guess the recommended amount? 1.333 megabytes, 1.3 gigabytes, 1,333 megabytes of recommended page file. Remember, they're doing the same thing on the A52, using the cache, which would be the page file on Windows, to hack the phone. That's why I got all those commands in there, looking for cache, clearing cache, minimizing the apps that run in the background to 0, setting them at 0. So you see, it says the recommended amount is 1,333 megabytes. It's more better that way. It's better if it's 1,333 megabytes. So you set that to 0. Then you have visual effects, adjust for best performance, data execution, turn on for all programs and services. Turn on, DEP, turn off. Turn on, I don't know, whichever one. DEP is another stupid, useless, more backdooring shit in here. That's what it is. System protection, configure, disable system protection, 0 bytes. Delete restore points, yes, of course. Remote, disable remote, and there you go. You fix all your hacking issues with the page file. Quite literally. User profile performance, startup and recovery. Take a while to find this, by the way. Let's see what we got. So the page file is now 0, as it should be. There's a command line prompt where you can do it by command line. So you got to know the computer name or something. I'm pretty tired of this. And the scaling governor is broken. So. No pressure. It's charging fine. 3600 milliamps. But the scaling governor is not working anymore, I think. Doesn't look like it does anything. Doesn't look like it does anything at all. I'll try to set it every which way. So it's definitely interesting. I mean, it's definitely broke. Something's broken with the kernel and the scaling governor, or they changed something. I gotta look at game mode. Run the service policy for the game. Is it the fucking game manager? I guess as a game manager, that would be an issue on this one. So that it's an issue on most Samsung phones where the fucking game manager, game GOS, game optimization or something is scaling back the frequency or something. I mean, you can run the service calls and see what it does. It's ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. I'm kind of tired of it. So it's scaling up to 2.4 gigahertz. But these first ones here are 1.8. Now these ones here are 2.4. So they slow down, they go back up. 24. I don't know. Don't know, guys. I don't know. So, it doesn't look like it's working. It's like, I mean, I'm looking, I did some service calls for Game Manager. The service calls for Game Manager didn't seem to work. Now it's supposed to slow down to 300 megahertz. That's supposed to be the minimum. Not 691. It's supposed to be 300. So it's actually supposed to scale down to 300 megahertz. When? I don't know, but apparently not now. Not ever, because it's stuck at 691 and 1.8. I don't know. Run the service call again. Save again. Can't edit this thing. Do the service call again from Game Manager. They said that on Samsung Game GOS, game optimization will throttle the CPU down. Or that they were cheating using Game GOS to get better benchmarks out. Well, like I said, it doesn't look like it's working right now. You know, it doesn't look like it's still stuck at 1.8. And the minimum frequency is still high, 691. It's supposed to scale down to 300. So there's a problem here. I am missing the USB 3.0 drivers for AMD and Intel that I had on my USB drive. I also had them on the phone not long ago. And I know I had them on the USB drive. And also, like I said, I'm missing all the IP block lists. I had some 10 megabytes of IPs that I was blocking. So So I was wondering why it's using so much power. It's the scaling governor. 691 is too high. You don't need that much power to record video. Understand? And I'm willing to bet that when I record video, it's actually higher than 691. Now the lower limit is supposed to be 300. Yeah, that's what it's designed to go down to when you're not doing nothing. You know, when you're not doing anything, it's supposed to go down to about 300 megahertz. Well, this one is stuck at 691 because it's more messianic. That's why I'm getting shitty battery life. I couldn't figure out what it was. You know, I couldn't figure out why it was using a lot of battery recording video. You know, and the reason why is because, like I said, the video is not big. 720 by 480. It's not HD. It's not a very high quality video either. You know, you don't need 691 megahertz for that. You need 400, maybe 300. Yeah? But like I said, the minimum is 691, which is high. That's why it's using battery so much. And so I have to charge it more often. I can't record as much video with a full charge. Yeah? So it's, you know, it's not ideal. Yeah? Not ideal for battery life, but it's stuck at 691, and it is stuck at 691. Like I said, this is, you know, what it means is like I said, just like I suspected. The kernel is fake. They did something to it to scale the frequency, high when it's low. It's too high when it's low, and it's too low when it's high. Does that make sense? It's high when it's supposed to be low, and it's low when it's supposed to be high. So they inverted it from what it's supposed to do. It's high when it's low, 691 is high, it doesn't go down to 300 like it's supposed to. And it's low when it's high, 1.8 instead of 2.4. You see? I mean, that's the whole point of having these mobile devices. They scale up and down the power when you need it. You know, they have on-demand performance, user set space for this, for the frequency. They have different options because it's a mobile device. The whole point of it being mobile is that it's low power when you don't use it much, and it's on-demand power when you need it. Yeah, that way you have more battery life. Well, this one does the opposite. Like I said, it's high when it's low, 691, and then it's low when it's high, 1.8 instead of 2.4. So it's doing the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Because the kernel, like I said, is fake, or they found a way to change the frequency and to prevent me from changing it. You know, it's preventing me from changing the frequency, you know, to what it's supposed to be. So you can definitely see a difference. There's definitely a difference. I saw the difference myself between 1.8 and 2.4. 2.4 is significantly higher, by the way. You can tell the difference right away. You can always tell the difference right away if it's 2.4. Between 1.8 and 2.4, there's a huge difference. It was, I think the 850 wasn't doing it. The 850 was just slow. This one is off and on. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. Depends on what I flash. Usually after a flash, it scales up sometimes, but it always slows down. So like I said, it's high when it's low, 691, and it's low when it's high, 1.8 instead of 2.4. So it's definitely something that they did, that they set in there, that I cannot change right now. And I was wondering too, because it takes too long to process video. Like I said, it's abysmally, it's pretty slow, 1.8. You know, 1.8 was good. 1.8 was good 5 years ago. 5 years ago was, 1.8 was very good. Now, not so much. 2.4 is okay. What you really want is 2.9 or 3.0. 3.1, somewhere around there. That's fast, yeah? That's plenty fast. You know, like the Note 10 Plus. The Note 10 Plus was 2.8, I think, or 2.9. I saw it when I got it. The first thing I did was download CPU-Z to see how fast it was, and it was 2.8 gigahertz on the Note 10 Plus, even with fake firmware. So you see, they did something to lock it in at 691 and 1.8. I'm surprised it's not 1.6. I'm surprised I got 1.8 out of them instead of 1.6. Yeah. I need to clean up my hair. It fucking stinks. My hair stinks. It really fucking stinks. I was using this today. I could probably reverse to get the static out of your hair. Someone's shooting EMF, I can see the light into your head. This microfiber towels really work at removing static from your hair. It cleans it up pretty good. said, it's surprising to me how accepting these people are of their faith. They're going to kill us all. They're going to kill us all. Remains to be seen. Like I said, in 5 years' time, 7 years since they stole it back, they would have had probably enough time to grow some fucking clones. Look exactly like them. This is a conspiracy theory, obviously, but in 7 years, like I said, probably had enough time to grow themselves some fucking clones, and they're killing clones, just like in Halo. Just like in Halo, Dr. Halsey, was it? Clone herself so they can kill her clone instead of her? Yeah, maybe that's what they did here. They had 7 years to do it. They seem to be very promising. They seem to be very promising of this prophecy of killing them all. You understand? 7 years' time. That's a long time. You can build yourself a nice clone that looks exactly like you, and I'll be killing a clone instead of the actual culprit. They seem to have a very, seem to be very, they seem to be very easy going about this. Why? Why are they so easy going about this? It's very strange. Maybe you grew yourself some fucking clones in 7 years, like Dr. Halsey in Halo. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. It's definitely not out of the not out of the realm of possibilities. They seem to be very easy. They seem to have an easy going about it. Yeah, man. We heard their complaints and stuff. It's true. You get to kill them all. That seems to be such an easygoing attitude about it. It's so easy going. And this is, like I said, a promise made to me by this. I haven't heard anything. No one told me anything, but this is what they were saying, right? This is a promise made by the same people. Throwing their own kid under the bus because they lost the training program. They seem to have a very easy going about this. Why? They seem to be such a comfortable attitude about it. Such a big promise. It's a big promise. It's a big, to say the least. It's it has never happened before, and Germany tried to do it, and the Allies. Germany wasn't doing that, but the Allies went ahead and came to the rescue. The almighty Allies came to the rescue. It's such a. Because it's not the first time this happened. Like I said, it repeats itself over and over and over again. Especially since the Viking Age up to now, it was always about this. Every time, every war pretty much was exclusively about this. And like I said, it has never happened before, which is why there's so many, which is why there's no white people, which is why there's no actual white men. But you simply have, like I said, a very easygoing attitude about this, which is very suspicious. From my point of view, the easygoing attitude that they have about this scenario is extremely suspicious. You understand? And like I said, these are the same people. They're pretty much throwing their own kid under the bus because they lost the training program, which is what they tell me happened. It happened, even though I haven't seen the benefits of it yet. And like I said, it is very, very suspicious that they have a very easygoing attitude about dying. It's very strange. Yeah, very strange. In 7 years' time, you could be killing clones. You could be killing an army of clones. Who the fuck knows where these people are anyway that allegedly died? You don't know where the fuck they are. And where they end up. And it is, like I said, suspicion level, when it comes to what's going on with these Five Eyes, the suspicion level is through the roof. Okay? If you're white. If you're white, your suspicion level about anything related to the Five Eyes should be through the roof. If you're white. I'm telling you right now, you cannot trust it. I'm telling you right now, and I will maintain this, even after it's over. I will maintain my position, even after it's over, long over. I will maintain my position that you cannot and should not ever trust me. I will maintain that position until I die. I will maintain that position until the day that I die. And you cannot and should never trust me. Like I said, the suspicion level of this is, breaks all boundaries. Like I said, like I said, I think I've proven that there's definitely some fishy shit going on around here. To say the least. Like I said, this crew with the bag, because they got a bag, they seem to have an infinite amount of what they call it. I said this before. They seem to have like a daily allowance. A daily allowance of losses. They seem to have a daily allowance of losses, guys. Every day I hear it. You got him again. You got him again this time. You got him again. It's all based on this phone. What this phone does. Like I said, that's the bread and butter. That's the foundation, the bedrock. Is this phone. Understand? Like I said, if I go to the store right now, get a new or used phone that I never used before, this crew will know what phone I'm using. Why do you need to know this information? What concern is it of yours, why is this information relevant to you? Why do you know this? I mean, there's millions of phones in London. Why do you know this? Why do you need to know this information? If I go to, randomly purchase a phone right this minute, randomly purchase a phone right now, brand new or used, this guy knows what phone I'm using. Why do you need to know this? There's millions of phones in London. Why do you need to know this information? What does that have to do with 9/11? Nothing, guy. They didn't even have cell phones on 9/11. It has absolutely nothing to do with 9/11. But you are using 9/11 to find out this information, yes? Did they have cell phones on 9/11? No, they did not. The question that I have for you is, why do you know this information, and why is it relevant to you? Yeah, because if I go right now, this very minute, and I buy a new or used phone that I haven't used before, this rat fuck will know what phone I'm using. Why do you need to know this? There's millions of phones in London. They didn't have cell phones on 9/11, did they? They didn't have smartphones on 9/11. But yet, you find this information relevant to you because you're a rat lying fuck. That's why it's relevant to you. See, it shouldn't matter, right? There's millions of phones. I mean, you got reviewers on YouTube reviewing Chinese phones day in and day out. Fucking Xiaomi and Huawei all day long. I mean, this guy, this Mr. Who's the Boss, has a collection of Xiaomi phones. Is it relevant? Not really. It's relevant if I have them. That's definitely relevant if I have them. Mr. Who's the Boss? Yeah, that's okay. You can have them. He likes to review the phones. He can have a million Chinese phones if he wants. If this guy gets one, oh man, this guy finds out right away. What a gift that would be on Christmas, wouldn't it? For you. What a gift that would be. I mean, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? If you got that gift from me on Christmas for me to purchase a Chinese phone. Doesn't make a difference when Mr. Who's the Boss has a million of them. It makes a difference when I have one. Doesn't it? Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very fishy shit going on with the Five Eyes, for sure. Like I said, I will maintain this position until the day that I die. You cannot and should not ever trust them. Yeah, this microfiber towel really works for cleaning the hair. I mean, it's full of grease right now. You can see it on the towel. Maybe yesterday just as good as I did just now. So, unless I'm producing this grease, it could be water vapor from my breath because the box is not big. I mean, there's air circulation in there, but it could be that the water vapor from my breath settles on my hair, which is why it's greasy.
Sorry?
I gotta wash it. I didn't actually.
We're near the motorway. It says something like Leicester Square at the back. We're at the back, we're not at the front. You're outside the back, are you?
Looks like my gigantic power brick is not working on one side. So that let me try it right now because I want to try to set the charger. I got this power block with three plugs. One of the plugs is not working. I don't know why. It was working before. Yes, they pulled it out of the bag. That's what it means. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, so this side is dead. Oh, it's not. get the EMF. Like I said, I can't smell anything, more or less, unless it's obviously potent enough to smell it. This laptop is no good. I gotta download the fucking AMD USB drivers again. And download that's why it doesn't charge from the USB ports like it should. You gotta have the right USB driver in there. I mean, it's still gonna disconnect. Fuck up. If you have the right USB driver in there, it does charge. Essex, one of them. They're coming today, but we'll see the raining again. It's like fucking snow. To the station, get some washing, and go back to sleep. Yeah, so the bottom CPU is saying that it reaches 2.4 gigahertz, but I doubt it. I think it's CPU 0, 1, 2, and 3. It didn't say that. That's what it says. So it's still 1.8. And the low frequency is too high. That's why it's not holding battery. The frequency is too high and slow. 691. It's supposed to scale down to 300. And it doesn't get that low. That's why it's using so much battery. So it's like I said, the kernel seems to be fake. It seems to be doing something it's not supposed to be doing. It's going to work. That laptop is getting just seems to be getting hacked as well. Setting the page file, like I said, to 0 seems to work for now. It's doing the same thing that it was doing on 10. And I've got to dig up the USB drivers again. This hacking motherfucker went through the USB drives, went through everything that I had, and modified the script. Took out a lot of commands. I gotta look at it to see what they did, because it's it seems like it went through the text file that I kept in there, even the list. You know, if I reset the phone, that list gets modified on reset automatically. It goes back to an older version that I had from somewhere. I don't know where they're keeping that, but what happens. If I reset the phone right now, the list that I've been updating goes back to an older version that I'm watering as well. It's page file on the Windows. Windows helps you back the laptop as well. Yesterday I couldn't even move files back and forth. You know, I couldn't even move files between the phone and the laptop yesterday. I said it's still there. It seems to have some kind of remote capability. Wi-Fi card, BIOS, you name it, it's all fake. The hardware itself seems to be fake. Besides the firmware itself and everything else. Anyway, I still can't hear out of my right ear.
Gracias.